If leg cramps were just part of getting older, why do some seniors never get them, and others suffer every night? It's a question I've asked myself countless times as a doctor. I've met patients in their 60s, 70s, even 80s, who dread going to bed, not because of insomnia, but because they know a cramp might strike at 2 a.m., twisting their calf into a knot. Over 50% of adults above age 60 report experiencing nocturnal leg cramps, and most have no idea why it happens. What's worse, many think there's nothing they can do except endure. But that's not true. Research has shown that simple, natural strategies can reduce the frequency and intensity of muscle cramps. While hydration is often mentioned, it's not just about drinking more water. In fact, a 2018 study published in the journal PMC found that seniors who rehydrated with plain water after sweating actually had a higher risk of electrically induced muscle cramps compared to those who consumed oral rehydration solutions, ORS, containing sodium and potassium. The takeaway? Your muscles need more than water. They need the right balance of electrolytes. This balance often becomes disrupted with age. Muscle mass decreases, kidney function changes, and thirst sensation weakens, making older adults more vulnerable to dehydration and nutrient loss. Add in medications like diuretics or blood pressure pills, and the risk of cramps multiplies. So where does that leave us? What if the answer wasn't in another pill or pain relief gel, but sitting quietly in your kitchen bowl? Today, we'll uncover 6 fruits, simple, familiar, delicious, that can support muscle health, improve hydration, and potentially change how your body feels at night. Whether you're already battling cramps or want to prevent them before they start, these natural solutions are worth a closer look. And one of them? You've probably eaten it your whole life, without realizing it could stop the pain. Let's begin with the most surprising of them all, the humble banana. If potassium is the key to stopping leg cramps, why do some people still cramp even after eating bananas? This question puzzles many seniors. For decades, bananas have been touted as nature's potassium pill. And it's true, a medium banana contains roughly 420 mounds of potassium, providing about 10% of the daily recommended intake for older adults. But here's the twist. While potassium is critical for muscle function, it's just one piece of the puzzle. Let's break it down. Potassium plays a central role in regulating muscle contractions. It helps your muscles receive signals from nerves and relax properly after tightening. When potassium levels drop, even slightly, your muscles may spasm or seize unexpectedly, especially during rest. This is why potassium deficiency is one of the most common culprits behind nocturnal leg cramps in seniors. But what most people don't know is that bananas do more than just deliver potassium. They also contain vitamin B6, an unsung hero for your nervous system. This vitamin helps build neurotransmitters, the chemicals that carry messages from your brain to your muscles. Without enough B6, even the right amount of potassium won't do its job efficiently. And here's the issue. Up to 40% of older adults may have a mild B6 deficiency, especially those on medications for hypertension or diabetes. In fact, a story from a viewer stands out to me. My cramps were nightly, but once I added a banana before bed, the pain slowly faded. It's not magic, but it worked. This reflects a key insight. Bananas don't act instantly, but when consumed consistently, they help maintain electrolyte balance and nerve support, which in turn may reduce cramps over time. Scientific backing supports this gradual effect. A 2020 study published in Antioxidants found that banana consumption post-exercise improved potassium levels and reduced oxidative stress in athletes. While seniors aren't athletes, their muscles often experience stress from even mild exertion. The biological mechanism applies. Bananas are also hydrating, easy to digest, and accessible. No preparation needed, no sharp knife required. For many seniors, that makes all the difference. Still, potassium is just the beginning. What if a fruit could help not only with hydration, but also rebuild the structure inside your muscles? That brings us to the next powerhouse, the orange. If oranges are just for the immune system, why do your muscles feel better after eating one? Most people associate oranges with colds and vitamin C, not leg cramps. But this fruit holds a powerful secret for seniors struggling with muscle pain, weakness, or nighttime spasms. It rebuilds what aging slowly takes away: collagen and circulation. Let's start with vitamin C. It's not just an antioxidant, it's a builder. As we age, our body's collagen production declines. This protein is the scaffolding of our muscles, tendons, and ligaments. Without enough collagen, muscles become less elastic, more prone to tearing or cramping. Oranges provide over 70 milliliters of vitamin C per fruit, supplying nearly 80% of a senior's daily needs. And unlike supplements, this vitamin comes packaged with hydration and fiber. But vitamin C also improves blood flow. Healthy circulation ensures that oxygen and electrolytes like potassium and magnesium actually reach your muscle tissue. Poor blood flow is a silent cause of muscle fatigue and cramps in older adults, especially those with diabetes or vascular issues. One often overlooked benefit is hydration. Oranges are over 85% water, helping maintain fluid balance and prevent dehydration. Another major trigger for leg cramps. Seniors often have a reduced thirst drive, so hydrating through food becomes essential. And the science backs it. A study in Frontiers in Nutrition, 2022, highlighted vitamin C's role in endothelial health, the inner lining of blood vessels, showing that regular intake improves circulation and reduces muscle damage from oxidative stress. This isn't just theory. Many seniors notice that when they add a daily orange to their diet, their legs feel lighter and their nighttime cramps reduce. A viewer once wrote, "I used to think orange juice was just for breakfast, but now it's my secret weapon for walking without pain." Oranges don't act alone, though. Their effect multiplies when paired with other cramp-fighting nutrients, like magnesium, found in the next unexpected fruit. It's small, green, and often overlooked, but for some seniors, it's the missing link. Let's talk about kiwi. If magnesium supplements worked so well, why do so many seniors still wake up cramping? That's a question many of my patients over 60 have asked, especially after trying pills that promised relief, but delivered little. The truth is more complex than most marketing claims. Magnesium is indeed essential for muscle function, but not all sources and not all bodies are the same. As we age, the body's ability to absorb and retain magnesium declines. Add in diuretics or acid-blocking medications, and deficiency becomes common. Studies estimate that nearly 50% of older adults in the US may not meet the recommended magnesium intake. Yet here's the catch. Clinical trials have found that magnesium supplements do not significantly reduce leg cramps in seniors. A systematic review published by NPS Medicine Wise concluded that for people over 50, oral magnesium showed no consistent benefit compared to placebo. So what makes kiwis different? First, They're a natural, food-based source of magnesium, about 30 milligrams per fruit, which is better absorbed when paired with fiber, vitamin C, and water, all of which kiwi delivers in abundance. This synergy matters. The magnesium in a kiwi works alongside vitamin C to reduce inflammation, and its high fiber content supports digestion, which is crucial for nutrient absorption. There's also an unexpected connection. Poor digestion, bloating, or constipation can increase abdominal pressure, which contributes to leg cramping. Kiwi's fiber content helps regulate bowel movements, reducing that internal tension. That's something no magnesium pill can offer. I recall one senior who told me, "I thought I needed another supplement, but eating 2 kiwis a day made my legs feel better, and my gut too." And it's not just anecdotal. Research in the Journal of Clinical Medicine, 2021, found that kiwi consumption improves bowel regularity and nutrient absorption, especially in older populations. Kiwi is nature's way of delivering magnesium in context, wrapped in hydration, fiber, and antioxidants. But what if cramps aren't just about minerals at all? What if hydration itself was the missing link? Let's move to one of the most hydrating fruits on Earth, the watermelon. If you're drinking water all day and still cramping at night, what's missing? Hydration seems like the obvious answer to leg cramps. But for many seniors, plain water isn't enough. That's because true hydration requires more than just fluid. It requires electrolyte balance, and few fruits restore that balance like watermelon. Let's start with the basics. Watermelon is made of 92% water, making it one of the most hydrating foods you can eat. But hydration alone isn't the whole story. What makes watermelon special is its content of citrulline, an amino acid that converts to arginine in the body. Arginine boosts nitric oxide, a compound that helps dilate blood vessels and improve circulation. Why does this matter for leg cramps? Because improved circulation means your muscles receive more oxygen, more potassium, more magnesium, everything they need to function smoothly. A study published in the Journal of Applied Physiology, 2015, showed that citrulline from watermelon enhanced blood flow and reduced muscle soreness after activity. That's especially helpful for older adults who may experience cramping not just from dehydration, but from sluggish circulation. There's more. Watermelon also contains potassium, the key mineral involved in preventing spasms. A typical 2-cup serving offers around 270 milligrams of potassium, alongside small amounts of magnesium and calcium, all critical for muscular relaxation. I remember a patient, 74, who told me, "I kept a bottle of water at my bedside, but still cramped every night. When I swapped it for chilled watermelon slices in the evening, the cramps disappeared." It wasn't just the water. It was the nutrients, the circulation support, and the natural sugars that helped restore energy to tired muscles. And let's not forget, watermelon is easy to chew, gentle on the stomach, and sweet enough to satisfy cravings without processed sugar. So if your current hydration habits aren't helping your legs, maybe it's time to eat your water instead of drinking it. Still, there's another dimension we haven't touched: inflammation. Because for many seniors, the root of muscle pain lies deeper. It's time we talk about cherries. If inflammation is the root of your muscle cramps, why aren't we treating it with food? For many seniors, leg cramps are just the surface of a deeper problem: chronic inflammation. And while anti-inflammatory medications exist, few people realize that one of the most powerful remedies may already be in their fridge: Cherries. Let's talk science first. Cherries are rich in anthocyanins, the red pigments responsible for their vibrant color. But they do more than look pretty. These compounds fight oxidative stress, reduce inflammation, and protect muscle tissue. In fact, a randomized, controlled trial published in Scandinavian Journal of Medicine and Science in Sports, 2010, showed that tart cherry juice significantly reduced post-exercise muscle soreness and inflammation in adults, including older individuals. But the benefits go beyond muscles. Tart cherries are one of the few natural sources of melatonin, a hormone that regulates your sleep cycle. Why does this matter for leg cramps? Because poor sleep disrupts muscle recovery, increases stress hormones, and lowers pain tolerance. A tired body is a tense body, and tension breeds cramps. One patient of mine, a retired carpenter in his late 60s, told me, "I never thought sleep had anything to do with cramps. But when I started drinking tart cherry juice before bed, not only did I rest better, my legs stopped waking me up." Beyond melatonin and anthocyanins, cherries also provide vitamin C for collagen support and potassium for muscle balance. A small bowl of cherries delivers over 250 milligrams of potassium and a meaningful dose of antioxidants, all in a low-sugar, low-acid form that's easy on aging digestive systems. The result? Less nighttime pain, better circulation, and stronger recovery. But here's the key insight. It's not just what cherries give your muscles, it's what they give your sleep. And when sleep improves, everything changes. Pain tolerance, hormone balance, even how your nervous system processes cramp signals. Still, digestion plays a role too, more than most realize. If your gut is stressed, your muscles suffer. So now, let's explore a fruit that connects digestion, enzymes, and cramp relief, the papaya. If your legs are cramping, but your gut is bloated, could the two be connected? Most people never consider the link between digestion and muscle cramps. But as a doctor, I've seen it more times than I can count. Seniors who struggle with constipation, gas, or poor nutrient absorption often suffer from more frequent, more intense leg cramps. That's where papaya, a soft, tropical fruit, can play a surprising role. Papaya contains a unique enzyme called papain, which helps break down proteins and improve digestion. This matters because poor digestion means poor nutrient uptake, especially of key cramp-fighting minerals like potassium and magnesium. If your gut can't absorb them, your muscles won't get them. In addition, bloating and constipation increase intra-abdominal pressure, which can irritate peripheral nerves and restrict blood flow to the legs, triggering cramps during rest or sleep. Many of my patients over 65 report both symptoms and see improvement when digestion improves. Beyond enzymes, papayas are rich in vitamin C, aiding collagen synthesis, which supports muscle and connective tissue integrity. They also deliver a balanced dose of potassium, 390 milligrams per cup, and magnesium, both essential for smooth, cramp-free muscle contractions. A 2021 study in the International Journal of Molecular Sciences highlighted the antioxidant and anti-inflammatory benefits of papaya, noting its potential in reducing oxidative damage to muscle tissue and improving nutrient bioavailability through digestive support. One senior told me, "I used to think my cramps came from walking too much, but after adding papaya to breakfast and finally solving my constipation, the cramps disappeared almost overnight." Papaya is also easy to chew, naturally sweet, and low in acid, making it friendly for older adults with dentures, reflux, or sensitive stomachs. The fiber content promotes regularity while helping regulate blood sugar, a bonus for those managing diabetes alongside muscle issues. So if you've tried water, potassium, even stretching, and nothing has worked, it might be time to look inward. Because the real trigger may be trapped in your belly, not your calves. And now, with all 6 fruits revealed, it's time to step back and ask, what would your life feel like without these nightly disruptions? Let's talk about that next. What if one piece of fruit a day could mean the difference between waking up in pain or sleeping through the night? For millions of older adults, leg cramps are more than a nuisance. They interrupt sleep, limit activity, and slowly erode confidence in your own body. But the science is clear. Targeted nutrition can strengthen muscles, improve hydration, reduce inflammation, and support nerve function, all without the side effects of medication. Each fruit we explored today, banana, orange, kiwi, watermelon, cherry, and papaya, brings something unique: potassium and magnesium to restore electrolyte balance, vitamin C to rebuild collagen, melatonin to deepen sleep, enzymes to enhance digestion. None of these work in isolation, but together they create a foundation your muscles can rely on. And the beauty is, these are not exotic superfoods. They're affordable, familiar, easy to find, easy to eat, even easier to love. One viewer wrote, "I used to dread bedtime. Every night I braced myself. But since adding a few fruits to my evening routine, I've slept straight through. No cramps, no waking up in pain. Just rest." That's not just comfort, it's quality of life. So now, it's your turn. Which fruit will you start with? Drop a comment below. Your story might be the one that gives another senior hope tonight. And if this video helped you, consider sharing it with your spouse, your parent, or your neighbor who keeps rubbing their legs at night, because no one should suffer in silence, especially when the answer might already be in their fridge.